Hello students, welcome to this third lecture of the kinetic theory of the gases and the radiations. Now we will see the next part of this chapter. Now in the previous lecture we have discussed about the specific heat capacity, monoatomic gases, diatomic gases and the polyatomic gases also. Now we will learn the next part of this chapter. We will see the polyatomic gases, this case once again. Now, gases which have the molecules containing more than two atoms are termed as the polyatomic gases. Now, it is necessary to learn first what mean by the polyatomic gases. Now, as we know that the di means two and the mono means one and the poly means more than two. So thus the gases which have the molecules containing the more than two atoms are termed as the polyatomic gases. Now for example, the ammonia gas. Now in this the molecule has one nitrogen atom, three hydrogen atoms. Each molecule of the polyatomic gas has three translational degree of freedom. Only linear molecules have 2 degree of freedom of radiations. Now all other polyatomic molecules can perform the rotation about the three mutual perpendicular axes to their center of mass, means through their center of masses. Now hence they have the 3 degree of freedom of rotation also. Now the polyatomic molecules have more than 1 degree of freedom for the different modes of that translation or the vibrational motion. Thus, the number of degree of freedom, that is F, for the vibrational motion of the polyatomic molecule depends on the geometric structure of the molecule. So students, the geometrical structure of that particular molecule is going to be matter in this condition. Now that is the arrangement of atoms in the molecule. Each such a degree of freedom contributes the average energy 2 into half kb into T. Now from the kinetic energy and the potential energy terms, therefore the 1 mole of the polyatomic gas, the internal energy is given by 3 by 2, means 3 is nothing but the 3 degree of freedom for the molecule into Na into kb into T plus 3 by 2 into Na into kb into T plus F into 2 by 2 Na into kb into T. Now the 2 is for the degree of freedom as we have already. So this will be further is equal to 3 plus F into Na into kb into T. So this is we have took the common term, so it will be termed as 3 plus F into Na into kb into T. Now and the molar specific heat at a constant volume and the constant pressure are given as Cv is equal to 3 plus F into R, Cp is equal to 4 plus F into R, and the gamma is equal to may be given as Cp by Cv is equal to 4 plus F upon 3 plus F. So this is the equation for the polyatomic gases. Now students, we will learn the terms absorption, reflection and transmission of heat radiation. These terms we will learn now. Now you have already learned in your 11th standard that you studied heat can transferred by conduction, convection and the radiation. So these are the three modes of heat transfer. Now the first two modes of heat transfer requires the material medium, means that the conduction and convection requires the material in during the transfer of it in the medium. So the third one does not require, that is the radiation does not need any material medium. The most common example of heat transferred by the radiation mode we can come across the transfer of heat and the light from the sun to earth, means when the sun is transferring the heat to the earth, so there is do not require any kind of medium, while the sun is transferring heat from the itself to the earth. So this is the one of the example of the radiation. Now we shall discuss the radiation in detail now. So the term radiation refers to the one mode of transfer of heat. The term radiation also refers to the continuous emission of energy from the surface of any body because it's a thermal energy. So one source of light, as you can consider the sun, it is continuously transferring the heat to the Earth or any other planet, so that will be the example of the radiation. So this emitted energy is termed as a radiant energy and is in the form of electromagnetic waves. So while the sun is transferring the heat to the earth, so it will be in the form of electromagnetic waves. So thus the radiation is therefore the fastest mode of transfer of heat. This process of transfer of heat by radiation does not require any material medium, as we have already discussed. So since the electromagnetic wave travel through the vacuum, heat transfer by this radiation will be possible also in the vacuum or in the medium which contains the material. Thus, heat transfer by radiation is therefore possible through the vacuum as well as through the material which contains the medium, or the medium which contains the material. Now it is transferred to this radiation. Physical contact of bodies that are exchanging heat also required. Now when the radiation falls on a body that is not transparent to it, example floor or other hands, it is absorbed and the body gets heated up. The electromagnetic radiation emitted by the bodies which are at a higher temperature with respect to the surrounding is known as a thermal radiation. We will just revise the definition once again. The electromagnetic radiation emitted by the bodies which are at a higher temperature with respect to the surrounding is called as a thermal radiation. Means the electromagnetic radiations which has been emitted by the bodies which are at a higher temperature, they are already at a higher temperature, as we have learned in the thermodynamic, that is heat is transferred from the higher temperature point to lower temperature point, or if we want to transfer the heat from the lower temperature body to higher temperature body, then it is necessary to perform some work in order to do this. So in this case the body is already at the high temperature and it is radiating the electromagnetic waves kind of energy. So this is known as the thermal radiation. Now students, the next part we will learn is interaction of thermal radiation and matter. Now whenever a thermal radiation falls on the surface of an object, some part of heat is reflected and some part of heat is absorbed, and thus the remaining part is transmitted. Now let Q be the total amount of thermal energy incident on the surface an object, and QA and QR and QT be the respective amount of heat absorbed, reflected and transmitted by the object. So the total amount of heat which has been emitted over the body is equal to the summation of the amount of heat absorbed, amount of heat reflected and the amount of heat transferred. So by dividing, if we divide this entire equation by Q, then we will get 1 is equal to, as the Q by Q will be equal to 1, so the 1 is equal to QA by Q plus QR by Q plus QT by Q. Now this may be given as the QA by Q is equal to A, means the amount of energy absorbed, QR by Q is equal to R, means the amount of energy reflected, and the QT by Q is equal to, that is TR, means the amount of heat reflected, will be equal to 1. So the amount of heat absorbed will be the amount of heat incident out of amount of heat absorbed out of amount of heat incident, and the reflected will be the amount of heat reflected out of amount of heat absorbed, that is the incident, and the that is the transmitted will be amount of heat transmitted out of heat incident over that particular object. So this will be the entire equation will term as A plus R plus TR is equal to 1. So where that A is the coefficient of absorption, R is the reflection, and the TR, that is transmission respectively. Now we will learn about the coefficient of absorption, or the absorptive power, or the absorptivity. We will learn this term now. So the ratio of amount of heat absorbed to the total quantity of heat incident is called as the coefficient of absorption, which we are indicating with the help of QA upon Q. So that is the coefficient of absorption, or the absorptive power, or the absorptivity. Now the next term you can see on your screen is the coefficient of reflection, or the reflectance. Now which will be indicated by the small letter r, the ratio of amount of radiant heat reflected to the total energy incident is called as the coefficient of reflection. Now the next term is the transmittivity, or you can say that the coefficient of transmission or the transmittance. So this is indicated by the small letter t to the r. Now the ratio of amount of radiant energy transmitted to the total amount of energy incident over that particular object is called as the coefficient of transmission. Now since all the three quantities, that is the absorptivity, reflectivity and the transmittivity, are the ratios of thermal energies, they are dimensionless quantities. If r is equal to 0, a is equal to 0 and tr is equal to 1, means there is no reflectivity if and no absorptivity is there, then the transmittivity will be 1. So all the incident in energy is transmitted through the object, that is, it is the perfect transmitter. Now the object is said to be the completely transparent to the radiation. Now this was the first case, which was when we consider the tr is equal to 1 and the a and r is equal to 0. Now we will learn about the next case is that if the tr, that the transmittance is equal to 0 and a plus r is equal to 1, then that is the object does not transmit any radiation. It is said to be opaque, or it is opaque to the radiation. Means students, if transmittivity is 0 out of total amount of energy incident to the particular object and the absorptivity plus the reflectance is 1, then the object does not transmit any radiation, as the tr is equal to 0, means the transmittance is equal to 0. Then it is said to be the object is opaque to the radiation. So the substances which are largely opaque to the thermal radiations, do not transmit heat radiation incident on them, are known as the athermonous substance. What does it call? It is called as athermonous substance. I will repeat once again, the substance which are largely opaque. Largely opaque means there will not be any transmittivity or the transmittance, so that is, it do not transmit any heat radiation incident on them. So this kind of objects are called as athermonous substance. For example, you can take the example of athermonous substance are water, wood, iron, copper, moist air, benzene, etc. are the example of the athermonous substances. Means for these substances the tr, that is transmittivity or the transmittance, is 0 and the amount of heat, the summation of amount of heat, that is the absorptivity plus reflectance, is the 1. Means the summation of that a plus r will be equal to 1 for these objects. So thus there will be the athermonous substances. Now we will see the next case. Now if tr is equal to 0 and a is equal to 0, then the r is equal to 1. Means students, when the transmittance is equal to 0 and the absorptivity is also 0, then the reflectance is equal to 1. Then all the incident energy is reflected by the object, that is, it is a perfect reflector. A good reflector is a poor absorber and the poor transmitter. Means we can understand by the case as the no transmittance is there and no absorptivity is there and the r is equal to 1. Means that the surface of that particular object will be the perfect you can say the poor transmitter and the poor absorber. The surface of that particular object will be only reflector. The maximum amount of that radiation incident over that particular surface of that object will be reflected. Now in the other hand, if r is equal to 0, means reflectivity is 0, the transmittance is 0, and if the a is equal to 1, means the absorptivity is equal to 1, then all the incident energy is absorbed by the object. Means the a will be 1, so the amount of heat incident over that particular object, over that surface, then there will not be any reflection of that incident radiation, there will not be any transmission of the radiation fall over that particular object, there will be only absorptivity, there will be the amount of absorption will be the more. So in such a object are called as a perfect black body. Now means the black body is the only object where there is a zero transmittance, means the amount of heat radiation fall over that transmitted body will be zero, and the reflection, the amount of heat radiation fall over that, out of that the amount of reflection will be also very less. There will be the only term which will be the absorptivity, means the maximum amount of heat energy radiation will be absorbed out of falling over that particular surface of that body, which is called as a perfect black body. So this is what we have learned in this video, students. So the next part of this chapter we will learn in the next video. Thank you so much.